Welcome to our off-road Rock Creek adventure. On Valentine's Day 2026, the three of us decided to have an off-road adventure. We took our two tried and true ATVs and brand new, never tested by us UTV up the switchbacks of Rock Creek, which start where the creek meets the Feather River at the Steel Bridge, and go up as high as we can, exploring as much as we can. So join us. We climbed until we got to our first downed tree that we couldn't go around. We didn't bring any chainsaws, so the boys worked on pulling it out of the way with winches and were successful. Ended up a little bit higher, but this ended up being the end of the road for us. There's two trees here. The first one we were able to drag out of the way enough to get around it to start working on the other tree, and that's when we realized that the end of it that's hanging off the side of the road was sandwiched in between two other standing trees, so we weren't going to be able to get the leverage to drag it out of the way. And then I walked up a little bit further, and it turns out that the next switchback, which was a hairpin turn, was actually blocked on both ends by a fallen tree. And then further up the road, there was another tree that had fallen across the road, probably had enough room to go under it. But at that point, we just decided that for the first exploratory run up the Rock Creek switchbacks, that it had been a good day. So we checked out the view from nearby rock formations and called it a day.